Good morning, learners. Welcome to MyZone online school. I am Ms. Fotolela, together with my friend Chanel here. Welcome back. Before we start with our lesson, let's first sanitize our hands. You wrap your hands between the fingers and practice the social distance. Don't forget to wear your mask every time. Today's lesson will be discussing about diseases. Let's turn on page 14. Competencies. Name factors that enhance or promote the spread of communicable diseases. Describe how to prevent a further spread of these diseases. Now, during our lesson, we'll be talking of some words that I want you to understand. You will find words such as spread, which means to pass on. Prevent, to stop something. Now, let's name the factors that enhance or promote the spread of communicable diseases. There's a dirty environment. If you look at that picture, you will see that there is a dirty kitchen. Contaminated kitchen, and people often don't wash their hands between handling possible contaminated food such as meat and other food that are likely to be contaminated such as vegetables. This cross-contamination is a main cause of foodborne disease. Number 2, there is dirty water. Diarrhea is one of the most diseases caused by water pollution. Number 3, there is poor sanitation, which is linked to the transmission of diseases such as cholera, when you don't wash your hands after using the toilet. Number 4, we have malnutrition. When the person does not receive enough nutrients from the diet, it could be lack of protein, and it can cause kwashiorkor. The second competency said, you describe how to prevent the spread of diseases. Look after your body. Look at that picture. You need to wash your hands every time after using the toilet or before you eat your food. You wash your body twice a day. You comb your hair and brush your teeth. Letter B, there's a picture of people cleaning the environment. You can encourage cleaning campaign. Let's turn on page 15, continuing how to prevent the spread of diseases. Educate people about the importance of their health. Being healthy should be part of your overall lifestyle. Feeling good about yourself and taking care of your body are important for your self-esteem and self-image. Look after your home. You need to clean your house. Most of the people, they clean their houses on a Saturday. Now, we are going to do a short activity. Let's read the questions together. Number 1, look at each picture and name the factor that enhance or promote the spread of communicable disease. There are 3 pictures there, and then you name them. Number 2, describe ways on how to prevent the spread of diseases. This is the end of our lesson. The memorandum is at the back of the booklet. Don't forget to sanitize your hands. Let's sanitize. Just rub your hands in and out again. Don't forget to wear your mask all the time and practice social distance. Stay home, stay safe.
My name is Russell. I'm back. And You can always stay active throughout the lockdown. You can play with your friends, but keep your distance. Like me and my friend. Yay! And you can also jog and sing to be active. Until next time, bye!
Every day, I leave home not knowing if it is the last time I say goodbye to my family. On my way to work, I see a lot of drivers who do not follow the rules of the road. Some are distracted and others make poor choices that can take my life. I used to be at risk of being killed for not being visible, but now I wear my reflective attire so that you can see me when you are on the road. Do the right thing and save lives.
This message was brought to you by the National Road Safety Council.
Win free airtime with #LearnOn1. Share your comments on the lessons. WhatsApp your feedback, name and town to 081 200 6659. #LearnOn1. Invite learning in.
Good morning to all the grade 4 learners all across Namibia. Welcome to MyZone online school. This is Chanel and I am Miss Stefanie Kotze. Before we start our lesson today, let's quickly sanitize, Chanel. Okay, between the fingers as well. Okay, and let's stretch out our arms to see if we are practicing social distance. Okay, that seems good. So today we are talking about nutrition, sources of food. Okay, good. Grade 4. So before we start with the lesson, let's quickly take a look at some words that you guys might not know. So you can open your workbooks on page 11. Then the first word is nutrition. Okay, so nutrition is the process of obtaining the food necessary for health and growth. Okay, so you want to eat nutritious foods. The second word is a thing from which something originates or comes from. Okay, so the source of something is something that starts something else. Okay, good. So let's start with today's lesson. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Okay, but if there is somebody in the house right now with you, quickly tell that person what you think a herbivore, carnivore, and omnivore is. So I'm not going to give you the answer, but I'm going to tell you, lucky for us, humans are omnivores. So that means that we eat food from animals and from plants. Okay, so Chanel, I think you guessed it. That means that our two main sources of food will be animals and plants. So the first thing that we will do is we will identify some food types from these two main sources. Okay, so you can take a look on the board. We are going to start with plants. Okay, so this is the basic structure of a plant. All plants have roots, they have stems, they have leaves, they have fruits, and they have seeds. Okay, so from these different parts of the structure of a plant, we get different types of food. Okay, so let's start at the bottom. So types of food that we get from the root part of a plant is carrots and beetroot. Okay, let's move on to the stem. Onions is an example of the stem parts of a plant that we can eat. Let's look at the leaves, spinach and lettuce. So I think that is a very common example and something that all of you guys will know, spinach and lettuce. Let's move on to the fruits. So we can name almost tens and hundreds of examples of different types of fruits that we know. Okay, but I'm just going to name two. So grapes and bananas is examples of fruits that we eat from a plant. But then from some plants, we can even eat the seeds. Okay, and examples of this is beans and lentils. Okay, so you can take a look in your workbook on page 11. Let's move to animals. Let's see what different types of food we can get from animals. So I think the most common example and something that you guys will think of immediately is meat. Okay, so meat is something that we get from animals. Think of those lamb chops or pork ribs or even chicken drumsticks. Okay, so those are examples of meat products that we get from animals. Other products include milk. Okay, and from milk we can make cheese. Another thing that is cool of milk is that if we refrigerate it, a layer of cream forms on top of the milk, and from that we can make butter. Okay, the last example that I have is eggs. Okay, so eggs is another product that we get from animals. Okay, grade 4. So the next thing that we will be talking about is the main food types and how important they are for us. So you can turn to page 12 in your workbooks and you can follow in there. Okay, so in a previous lesson, I hope you guys can remember, we talked about the different types of food. And today we are going to discuss the importance of these food types some more. So the thing is, for our bodies to function properly, they need all the different types of food. So you can quickly take a look on the board, okay? So on this picture, you can see that it is a triangle with our 4 different types of food. So at the bottom, we have carbohydrates. So they fill the biggest space in the triangle. Okay, so what this tells us is that our bodies needs carbohydrate. They need a lot of carbohydrates. Okay, then we move up to vitamins and minerals. So we find them in fruits and vegetables. Okay, and our bodies still need a lot of vitamins and minerals. Then we move up to the smaller parts of the triangle. Up there, we have proteins and fats. Okay, so proteins are normally found in meat products and in dairy products. Okay, and our body needs a little bit less from proteins than it needs of carbohydrates. Okay, and then right there at the top, the smallest part of the triangle, we have fats. So that means that our bodies, you need it, okay, but you need a little bit less of fats than you need of, for example, proteins and carbohydrates. So let's quickly take a look on page 12 again, and let us work through that. So carbohydrates, we're going to start with that one first. So they give our bodies energy to play and to do our schoolwork. Okay, so it is important to remember that there are 2 types of carbohydrates. We have simple carbohydrates and complex carbohydrates. So simple carbohydrates is found in fruit, and we can also call them simple sugars. So they give our bodies a fast supply of energy. And then we also have complex carbohydrates. Another word for that is starches. And we get that from vegetables like corn and potatoes. So they give our bodies energy more slowly. Okay, so they give a slow supply of energy to our bodies. Let's move on to the next one, vitamins and minerals. Okay, so they help to keep your body healthy and everything working properly. So they also make your bones strong, and they keep your teeth and your gums healthy. So in winter time right now, your body needs vitamins and minerals, okay, because they protect your body from illness. But the thing is, we need to eat foods containing vitamins because your body cannot produce it by itself. Okay, so vitamins are found in fruit and vegetables, in meat, in dairy products, and there is even one type of vitamin that you get from the sun. So it is important to play outside as well. Let's move on to the second last one, proteins. So proteins build up your muscles. They repair and replace muscles so that your body can keep on working. Let's say, for example, you have a sports injury. Then proteins will specifically help to repair your muscles. And another thing that is very interesting of proteins is that they make red blood cells that carry oxygen around your body. They also help to fight diseases and heal cuts and wounds. Okay, the last part is fats. They act as the body's reserve tank of energy, and they also protect your organs. I think that is pretty interesting. Okay, but with fats, it is very important to maintain a balance, because too much fats can cause you to become overweight, and that again contains a whole lot of other health issues. Fats can be found in food types such as avocados, salmon, sunflower seeds, and flax seeds. Okay, grade 4s, so let us quickly take a look at our activity. So on page 12 in your workbook, you have your activity. There are 2 questions. The first question is, list the main sources of food. Okay, so quickly try and do that. Take a pencil or a pen and quickly try to do that. Then you can move on to question 2. Discuss the importance of the main food types for human health. Okay, so if you are done with that, grade 4s, then you are done with science for today. Okay, Chanel, so before we say goodbye, let's quickly sanitize. Again, so kids all over Namibia, it's very important to sanitize. Okay, and let's see if we are still practicing social distance. Okay, that seems fine. Thank you for listening, grade 4s. Have a nice day. Bye.
Hi everyone. You can't hug your friends anymore, but you can still give yourself some love, or you can practice how to blow hugs. Yeah, 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 yeah. And until next time, bye.
If there's anything 2020 has taught us, it's that supporting local is more important than ever. That's why Team Namibia invites you to support Namibian products whenever you can. Look out for the Buy Local Grow Namibia logo on your favorite items in-store and online. Because by supporting local, you show you care. Be Namibian, buy Namibian. Team Namibia, supporting local to grow Namibia. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Team Namibia.
Good morning, learners. Welcome to MyZone online school. I am Ms. Fotolela, and welcome my friend here, Shanae. Before we start with today's lesson, let's sanitize our hands. And practice the social distancing all the time. Do not forget to wear your mask. Today's lesson, we'll be learning about the human body. Let's turn on page 14. Topic, human body, different systems of human body. Competencies. Identify from a given diagram the different systems of the human body. Describe the basic functions of the respiratory and excretory systems. Vocabularies. There are some words that we will be using during our lesson, which is body systems. It's a collection of body parts able to work together to serve a common purpose. such as growth, reproduction, and survival. Introduction. Children must be able to understand how their body functions. The first competency says that identify from a given diagram the different systems of the human body. Look at the pictures below. The circulatory system, which is made of a heart, blood vessels, and veins. The heart pumps blood to all parts of the body. The second system is the nervous system, which is made up of the brain and nerves. Now, the brain sends messages to all parts of the body. Continuing to respiratory system, which is made up of the mouth or nose, trachea, and then the lungs. It helps you to breathe in and out. The digestive system, it's made up of the mouth, the esophagus, the liver, the stomach, large intestine, as well as small intestine. It helps you to break down food. The last system is the skeletal system or a skeleton system. It is made up of bones which helps you to move, run, and support the body. Let's turn on page 15. The second competency says that you have to describe the basic function of the respiratory and excretory system. Now, let's look at the function of the respiratory system. It is to breathe, meaning to take in oxygen from your mouth or your nose and to give out carbon dioxide from your mouth or your nose as well. Look at that picture there. It shows a picture that consists of the lungs, the trachea, that long pipe there, the mouth, and then the nose. The second picture is the function of the excretory system is to remove waste products from the body. Take note that the waste products are the things that our body does not need, such as urine when you go pee at the toilet, the sweat when you do some exercises, and the carbon dioxide that you breathe out, and then the feces when you go to the toilet. Those are the waste products that our body does not need. Now, let's do a short activity here. Number one, you identify different systems of human body. You are going to look at that picture. You identify all the different systems, and then you write their names down. Number two, you describe the basic function of letter A, which is respiratory system, and then letter B, which is excretory system. This is the end of our lesson. The memorandum is at the back of the booklet. Let's sanitize our hands again. You spray, and then you rub your hands nicely in and out between the fingers, around the thumb, and then you practice social distance all the time. Do not forget to wear your mask. Stay home and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, I'm back, and if you are scared of what you read on social media, talk to your parents and ask them the questions. They know everything. Until next time, bye!
devices are worldwide. Devastating sound productions. Repair to traps. Now let me guide you to my untold story. To make history. Listen. I got big dreams, nenhliziyo yami yonke. Ngirepiqiniso ngithi mamelani nonke. It seems I visit you on screens to let my side of the story be seen. Sisonke, big dreams, nenhliziyo yami yonke. Ngirepiqiniso ngithi mamelani nonke. It seems I'll visit you on screens to let my side of the story be seen. I grew up alone, had to make it without a family. I chose my zone and the streets gave me insanity. Taught me how to get down like gravity. Caught me in the moonlight's eternity. That's why it's like ecstasy, son. The level is drip. Street sweet as I treat beats in discreet with doctors cause I'm a patient. Iller than a off with a machination full of I'm realer than a goddess stunting ace with fake spades. They fix when I bleed, provide liquid as I'm a seed to grow. From the underground I'm in need, yo. Indeed, it's game time as I proceed to take mine. So fill the blisters in my grind as I rhyme. What I'm supposed to, man, not like we all do. Somehow there's a difference in this, that's if you went through the same struggles, swimming deep with no goggles. Above level, still multiplying like bubbles. I got big dreams, nenhliziyo yami yonke. Ngirepiqiniso ngithi mamelani nonke. It seems I visit you on screens to let my side of the story be seen. Sisonke, big dreams, nenhliziyo yami yonke. Ngirepiqiniso ngithi mamelani nonke. It seems I'll visit you on screens to let my side of the story be seen. Ngizoflop kule mnyango wena uzovula ngilahla iflop ngalensango ngoba ngizama ukudlula so non-stop ngalemthetho engepantula it's only to the top ngalestamtho ifana njengecondom okanye i-chiscop mawushove ghettoin kwana uzojula i-crap of pop ngoba usepassioning cause ngisuke way back manje ngifuna i-stack sam as I will get my way back bazodlala le-track yam ngoba ugathi lam izongipromota njenge-Kirkman kodwa the Sterkman uNkulunkulu so respect son uthena ungathi dlala i-podcast the demons wanna soak us black and white dark and bright we fairly focus I got big dreams nenhliziyo yami yonke